Across the vast expanse of the North American prairies, a remarkable creature plays a vital role in shaping the landscape: the prairie dog. These small, burrowing rodents are often overlooked, but their influence on the ecosystem is immense and multifaceted. These industrious rodents with their stout bodies and short tails may seem unassuming at first glance, yet their daily activities contribute significantly to the health and vitality of the grasslands. However, their impact on the grasslands is profound. Prairie dogs are ecosystem engineers, meaning their behaviors and structures create and maintain habitats for other species. Prairie dogs are highly social animals living in intricate underground burrows that can house hundreds, even thousands of individuals. These colonies, often referred to as towns, are bustling with activity and cooperation. These burrows, known as towns, are more than just homes. They are marvels of natural engineering designed to provide safety and comfort. They are complex networks of tunnels and chambers that provide shelter from predators, regulate temperature, and promote plant diversity. Each burrow system is a testament to the prairie dog's ingenuity and adaptability. The prairie dog's constant digging aerates the soil, allowing water and nutrients to penetrate more easily. This process is crucial for maintaining the health of the grasslands. This in turn supports a rich variety of plant life, which attracts a diverse array of insects, birds, and other animals. The presence of prairie dogs thus fosters a vibrant and dynamic ecosystem, showcasing the interconnectedness of life in the grasslands. The bubonic plague, a disease that has haunted humanity for centuries, evokes images of medieval Europe, ravaged by a mysterious and deadly pestilence. The Black Death, as it was known, swept through cities and villages, leaving countless dead in its wake. Fear and superstition gripped the land as people struggled to understand the invisible enemy that was decimating their communities. While the horrors of the Black Death are thankfully behind us, the bubonic plague is not a relic of the past. It still persists in various parts of the world, including the grasslands of North America. Here, it poses a significant threat to prairie dog populations, with devastating consequences for the delicate balance of these ecosystems. Prairie dogs, for all their ecological importance, are highly susceptible to the bubonic plague. This ancient and deadly disease, often associated with the Black Death in human history, finds a modern-day host in these small social rodents. The plague is caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, which is typically transmitted through fleas that infest prairie dog colonies. Their close living quarters and social nature facilitate the rapid spread of the disease. Prairie dogs live in large colonies, known as towns, where they engage in frequent social interactions such as grooming and playing. These behaviors, while essential for their social structure, unfortunately, make it easier for the plague to spread from one individual to another. When a plague outbreak occurs in a prairie dog town, it can rip through the population like wildfire, leaving countless dead in its wake. The symptoms of the plague in prairie dogs are severe and often fatal, leading to a rapid decline in their numbers. Infected prairie dogs may exhibit signs of lethargy, difficulty breathing, and eventually succumb to the disease. The once thriving town, a testament to the prairie dog's industrious spirit, can be reduced to an eerie silence, littered with the bodies of its former inhabitants. The bustling activity of a healthy prairie dog town, with its intricate network of burrows and constant social interactions, is replaced by a haunting stillness. The plague's impact on prairie dogs is not only a tragedy for these social creatures, but also a serious ecological concern. Prairie dogs are considered a keystone species, meaning their presence and activities have a disproportionately large impact on their environment. Their burrowing aerates the soil, promotes plant growth, and provides habitats for other species. As a keystone species, prairie dogs play a vital role in maintaining the health and biodiversity of their grassland habitats. Their decline can lead to a reduction in the populations of other species that rely on their burrows for shelter, such as burrowing owls, snakes, and various insects. The loss of prairie dogs can also affect the plant community, leading to changes in the composition and structure of the grassland ecosystem. Their decline can have cascading effects, disrupting the delicate web of life that depends on them. The absence of prairie dogs can lead to an overgrowth of certain plant species, altering the habitat and making it less suitable for other wildlife. This disruption can have far-reaching consequences, highlighting the importance of protecting prairie dog populations from the devastating impact of the plague. The bubonic plague is caused by a bacterium called This bacterium is primarily transmitted by fleas that feed on infected rodents, including prairie dogs. When a flea bites an infected animal, it ingests the plague bacteria. These bacteria multiply inside the flea's gut, eventually blocking its digestive tract. The flea, unable to feed properly, becomes desperate and bites repeatedly, transmitting the plague bacteria to its new host. This host can be another prairie dog, another rodent species, or even a human. While plague transmission to humans is relatively rare, it is essential to understand the risks and take precautions to prevent infection. Section 5. Impact on the ecosystem, a delicate balance disrupted. The death of prairie dogs from the plague can have far-reaching consequences for the entire grassland ecosystem. Prairie dogs are considered a keystone species, meaning their presence and activities have a disproportionately large impact on their environment. When they are removed from the ecosystem, the effects ripple through the entire food web. Predators that rely on prairie dogs as a food source, such as ferrets, badgers, and birds of prey, can suffer from a decline in their prey base. These predators are highly specialized and have evolved to hunt prairie dogs efficiently. When their primary food source diminishes, they face significant challenges in finding enough food to survive. This can lead to a decrease in predator populations, or force them to seek alternative prey, potentially disrupting other parts of the ecosystem. For example, predators might start hunting other small mammals or birds, which can cause a shift in the population dynamics of those species as well. Furthermore, the loss of prairie dogs' burrowing activity can alter the physical structure of the grasslands. Their burrows aerate the soil, allowing for better water infiltration and root growth. Without this activity, the soil can become compacted and less hospitable to plant life. Their burrows provide important habitat for a variety of other animals, including burrowing owls, which rely on these burrows for nesting and protection from predators, snakes, which use the burrows for shelter and hunting grounds, and insects, which thrive in the disturbed soil around the burrows. Without the prairie dog's constant digging, the soil can become compacted, reducing water infiltration and making it difficult for plants to thrive. This can lead to a decline in plant diversity and abundance, further impacting the entire ecosystem. The delicate balance of the grassland is disrupted, showing just how interconnected and fragile these natural systems are. Section 6. Protecting humans, Precautions and Prevention. While the bubonic plague may seem like a disease of the past, it is still present in many parts of the world, including North America. Humans can contract the plague through flea bites, contact with infected animals, or inhalation of infected droplets. However, with proper precautions, the risk of infection can be significantly reduced. When visiting areas where plague is known to occur, it is essential to avoid contact with rodents, including prairie dogs and their fleas. Wear long pants and tuck them into your socks to prevent fleas from reaching your skin. Use insect repellent containing DEET on exposed skin and clothing. Keep pets on a leash and away from rodent burrows. Section 7. Conservation Efforts, Safeguarding Prairie Dogs. Given the crucial role prairie dogs play in maintaining the health and biodiversity of grasslands, conservation efforts are essential to protect these important creatures. Scientists are working to better understand the dynamics of plague outbreaks in prairie dog populations and develop effective strategies for mitigation. One approach involves dusting prairie dog burrows with insecticides to reduce flea populations. Another strategy focuses on developing vaccines to protect prairie dogs from the plague. Conservationists are also working to restore degraded prairie dog habitats and promote connectivity between fragmented populations to enhance their resilience. Section 8. The importance of research, understanding the plague's impact. Research plays a critical role in our understanding of the bubonic plague and its impact on prairie dogs and other wildlife. Scientists are studying the genetic diversity of plague bacteria, the factors that influence plague outbreaks, and the long-term ecological consequences of plague in grassland ecosystems. This research is essential for developing effective conservation strategies, predicting future outbreaks, and mitigating the risks to both wildlife and human health. By unraveling the complexities of the plague, we can better protect prairie dogs, preserve the ecological integrity of grasslands, and safeguard ourselves from this ancient disease. Section 9. Conclusion, a shared responsibility. The story of prairie dogs and the bubonic plague highlights the interconnectedness of all living things and the delicate balance of nature. These industrious creatures, once viewed as pests, are now recognized as keystone species, essential for the health and biodiversity of grassland ecosystems. The plague, a disease with a long and devastating history, poses a significant threat to prairie dogs and the delicate ecosystems they support. Protecting prairie dogs and mitigating the impact of the plague requires a multifaceted approach, involving scientific research, conservation efforts, and public awareness. By working together, we can ensure the survival of these fascinating creatures and preserve the ecological integrity of our grasslands for generations to come.